Welcome to episode 21 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is Tuesday, 16th of July, 2019. The year is cracking on, people. We're about halfway through now, are we? I don't know. I haven't done the maths. It was fucking hot today. That's all I know. Summer is peaking at the moment in the UK, Scotland, England, Wales, and the other one, Northern Ireland. There we go. It was fucking hot today. I've had a sweaty crease all day. As I mentioned earlier on at a gig, just come back from a gig. So that's why I'm a little bit hyper. Well, not that hyper, to be honest. It wasn't that great a gig. I got away with it. Just in Hemel Hempstead, the Vegas of the Hempsteads. Which it was nice though. It's like 10:30 at night now. Not that you need to know. But I'm just like ducking under the finish line to get this done by midnight so I can get it uploaded. But obviously it's only going to take till 11, but it takes fucking ages because my internet is shite. But tonight's gig was, it was all right. Got away with it. It was at some cafe crowd, but it was like a weird sort of like commune place. It was down by the river near Hemel Hempstead, the Wharf Fishery or something like that cafe, something like that. I don't know. It just, but it looked like some sort of hippie commune that people had set up. It was all outdoors. The room. And it was basically in a shed with one wall missing, which is the bit you got into it. But it had that feel of a fucking hippie sort of like commune. The guy running it was a nice guy. Couldn't do enough for you. But he had long hair, that sort of thing. There was a lot of armpit hair on the ladies there. Some lady who directed me to where to park. Put her arm up, and there was a little furry squirrel she was hiding under there. I don't know why I went really high pitched when I went squirrel then, but there was a little furry squirrel just peeking out, hello, like that, looking for nuts, no doubt. I always instantly, this is my prejudice, I always think lesbian with hairy armpits. I never go for woman who didn't have time to shave armpits, or even nowadays, woman who doesn't want to shave armpits for various reasons. I don't know, maybe she was making a political statement. I'm not going to conform to your armpit shaving ways. I'm just going to grow a little bit of pit beard there, a little bit of a goatee under the armpit. That's my prejudice. I always think either lesbian. I genuinely think that. And I don't know why. I don't know why armpit hair is a political statement. That's me. That's my misogynism going over there. I didn't get into detail with her. You can't ask someone that sort of thing, can you? The old armpit. I noticed as you were pointing me towards the parking area, the old armpit hair there. What's all that about? You're not going to bring that up, are you? I just went, oh, bit of hair there, bit of the old furriness under the old armpit there, little squirrel popping out. I've been focusing too much on the armpit hair there. I feel, but it's not often you see that, is it? It's not very often you see that, but it went with the hippie sort of like vibe of the place. You know, like little cafe, like there was gazebos outside, and then like I don't know, some sort of storage unit. I imagine that's where the guy keeps his AK-47s. I said that tonight. Opening with that, it feels like I've been inducted into a cult coming here, and no doubt the guy stores AK-47s just for that time when he drops the big bombshell that he's the new Jesus, like they all do in a cult. That's a very odd thing in a cult. There's always some, the leader guy always thinks he's Jesus. Never Muhammad. I don't know. Maybe it was I ought to Google that. Any cults that the leader is claimed to be Mohammed. Mohammed, I almost said then Mohammed. Let's have a little look. Can't find fuck all on it. Let's have a look. Nothing. Any cult leaders claim to be Muhammad Ali. That'd be fucking amazing. Jesus. Jesus indeed. List of people claim to have been Jesus. Fucking hell. Started around the 18th century. Ann Lee, the founder and leader of the Shakers. Everyone. Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. Arnold Potter. He claimed to be the spirit of Jesus. Arnold Potter. Jesus entered into his body and became Potter Christ. This is fucking got to be made up. Really? Son of the living God. That's what he claimed to be, Potter Christ. It sounds like Jesus is like branched off from carpentry and started making pots. He died in an attempt to ascend into heaven by jumping off a cliff. Jesus fucking hell. Like you would. I'm going to ascend into heaven. His body was later retrieved and buried by his followers. I bet that was awkward. That's an awkward funeral, isn't it? I am going to ascend to heaven right now and then just, right, any minute now. And then all his followers just see him plummet into the earth and he's still there any minute now. I'm going to be ascending as the ground's rapidly getting closer to him and his head eventually ends up through his arsehole. Jesus fucking hell. There's some mental fucking cases around, isn't there? But interesting. That's the mistake that Jesus made. That's it. That's why all these fucking weirdos latch onto it. Because he said he was going to come back. So all of them, like, just latch onto that idea with that narcissism that they're the fucking next Jesus. So he should have just said, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm not coming back for a second time. That's it. There's no sequel. You know, it's just one decent film. And then I'm not going to be coming back. But he never did that. And that's why these weirdos fucking pile onto it, I imagine. Ernest Norman, there's another one. An American electrical engineer who co-founded Uranus Academy of Science in 1954 was allegedly Jesus in a past life. And his earthly incarnation was an archangel named Raphael. Jesus. He claimed to be the reincarnation of other notable figures, including Confucius, Mona Lisa. Fucking hell, this geezer fucking took them all. Benjamin Franklin, Socrates, Elizabeth I, and Tsar Peter the Great. Jesus fucking hell. He hedged his bets a little bit, didn't he? Fucking hell. He hedged his fucking bets. Good old boy. That is proper mental. That is, I mean, it's mentally enough just claiming that you're Jesus, but all of those, the Mona Lisa as well, when he was claiming he didn't smile. People were like, is he smiling? Isn't he smiling? Who knows? He's rubbing shit into his own face. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, so the gig tonight was quite nice. It was a nice little setup by the canal rather than the river. I think it was a canal anyway. I had locks in it. But they were a bit tepid, the old audience. And there was just two women who were just sat there with their arms crossed all the time. So the most horrendous shit I was just delivering to them. There you go. You're going to get... They didn't get on board. They were never going to get on board, but it just amused me just to my horrendous punchlines. A few of them, I just really just aimed it at them. There was people who really enjoyed it there, but it was it's light outside. You know what I mean? It don't get dark here at the minute until about 9:30. So with the back of this place open, it was of this room that was designed like some sort of 1970s sitcom set. And by that, I mean there was no black people there. But the decor was fucking... Yeah, it was like the whitest audience I've gigged to, in a long time. All whitey whiters. And, the decor was they had sort of like a lamp and a table, a sideboard, It was kind of weird, like the room, but it was kind of a nice vibe to the gig. But they were just, they were a little bit freaked out. There was a disabled lady in a wheelchair who was fucking lovely, to be fair to her. She was going with everything. But when you mention disability and somebody, it's a very odd thing when you mention disability or do a line about disability or something like that, and there's a disabled person in the room. People fucking freak out and just think these people are gonna get massively offended. So they all turn around and, I could have wheeled her to the front of the gig and just said, "Look, it's fine. She's laughing. It's okay. She's enjoying it. She gets that it's a joke." But people kind of freak out a little bit. But it was a gig. That's what it was. It was nothing fantastic. It started off and it was all right. It dipped a little bit for the start of some little bit that I do, and then picked up after that and ended really nicely, to be fair. And people were quite nice about it. Even the woman plaiting her armpits seemed to enjoy it. I've got to stop focusing on people's armpits, man. I've got to start doing it. But yeah, it was all right. What's been in the news this week then, Ben? This weekend, what have you been up to? Today's been quite a busy day, to be fair. I had to fucking pick up some trainers this morning. I know. Because I ordered some Nike Huaraches because I need comfortable shoes now. I didn't. I bought them from the gym, so I can just ponce around the gym with some new trainers on, really, and look as though I belong there, rather than the smoking wreck I am, or ex-smoking. I've got one of them vapes now as well. Fucking, I've turned into one of them pricks. I know. Ordered like the old vape juice and that. I went for what did I go for? Fucking lemon tart. I know that just fucking describes everything about vaping. That is the fact that you can actually vape like fruit flavors or something like that. People with smoking, society might be a little bit tougher these days. People are going to start getting lung cancer from smoking, from vaping. I mean, like that. That'll be the next thing. Like somebody who dies of fucking lung cancer from vaping. We're just getting weaker as a species, people. But anyway, yeah, I got all that. I got all the paraphernalia for that because I'm trying to knock the old fags on the head. So, but it's tough. It's tough. It's almost like it's an addiction. So I had to pick up some trainers this morning because I ordered some Huaraches I picked them up from JD Sports, but like I ordered some and they came yesterday from a fucking place I've never bought them from before, trainershop.com. If those people are out there, I don't know. They're just, they sent through a pair of Huaraches that had other people's footprints in. I didn't realise that until I took the insole out. I thought they look a little bit grubby on the inside, and there was somebody's fucking footprint on there. Like the sort of footprint, like people who claim to have seen Bigfoot and they do a like plaster cast of it. Like one of those, you could see the definition. Not socks. That person who had worn them before was not wearing socks. They've just gone in raw with their sweaty, vinegary feet. So yeah, but I didn't realise that until I took the insole out and oh man, almost fucking shocked up at that. Just somebody's fucking weaselly little fucking feet in there. But yeah, so I sent them back yesterday and I pick up some other ones today, and then I had to get back, edit some fucking video that's going to go on that I had to put the subtitles on. I know this is not interesting, but it's consumed me for about 5 hours writing out subtitles of material that you already know, obviously, because I've done it on stage. And that'll be up at the end of the week. He says, burping into the mic. Fucking hell. Let's have a cup of tea. Let's have a bit of tea. Let's have that. Yeah, so I had to do that. And then it was, I had to meet somebody for a drink, one of my mates for a drink at midday. So that lasted till 4, and then get home, have a quick sleep, 3 Actually, I'll stay till 3. 3 till 5. I don't know why I'm doing this. But, suffice to say, it's been quite a busy day and getting to the gig. So hence the reason why this is so late. And it's been hot and I got fucking roasted sitting outside of a pub today. But I didn't realise. I know the sun's hot. I realised that. But you don't realise until you're slowly cooking and then you come back and have a bath or something and you're like, fucking hell, Jesus. So I got a bit roasted with that. I missed all the sport over the weekend as well because I was doing things, so I didn't catch the cricket. I wouldn't have caught the cricket anyway. For those who don't know, England won the Cricket World Cup. I believe it was against New Zealand. I don't know. Fucking cricket's boring as shit, man. Like, if you've never seen cricket before, it's kind of like baseball, only shit. It's just like you're getting it's rubbish. I remember playing it at school, and it's absolutely shit unless you're batting or bowling. They're the exciting bits. If you're fielding and just waiting for the ball, somebody to hoof the ball to you, Jesus, and it goes on forever. This is how shit it is. England won the World Cup, but they drew the game. I know, it's mental. And people have been creaming their fucking knickers over it all weekend. And it is the least exciting sport. This is how exciting the sport is. They stop for tea. They stop for tea and sandwiches. You couldn't get anything more British than that, other than stealing antiquities from other people's countries. But, yeah, that's what they do. They stop for tea. And they have sandwiches and stuff. And the games can last fucking days. I know, it's just like a never-ending. They wear white, it's just dull. I know, sorry cricket fans out there, everybody like getting all excited about cricket and that, but it's shit. And you don't know this because you have not watched more exciting sports, or because you're so middle class that it's ingrained in your DNA, and you come out holding a bat and a cricket ball when you're born. But yeah, so that happened this weekend. Well done, England. Fucking fantastic. Well done for drawing and winning or whatever you did. Won on boundaries, I think. So I don't know. They managed to get through people's boundaries or something. They just started slating them with really dark stuff. So that was this weekend, and Wimbledon as well, which I don't really watch because tennis, it's just hitting a fucking ball back and forwards, isn't it? I know there's skill to it. I know very little about tennis. All I know is it's fucking expensive to buy stuff at Wimbledon. My mum used to go years ago, and she used to queue up for hours. She used to go really early in the morning and queue up for hours and used to get centre court. This was when Agassi was playing and people like that. And it was quite exciting then. But I find it bland and dull. I think there was a massive rally or something like that, that lasted 40 odd shots or something, and people were just getting all excited about that, saying it's the most amazing Wimbledon ever. I doubt that very much. I doubt that. One thing I did see this week that I've that saw in the news and that sort of thing, and it's been reported, and people have been reported on, obviously, and people have. I've seen the thing going around Facebook as well, where people are going to be storming Area 51. Have you seen this shit? Ah, Jesus! 20th of September. There's apparently somebody's organising, and it's got millions of sign-ups. Millions of people have signed up for it because they want to know the truth, man. So they're going to storm Area 51. In what I can only assume, if they actually do that, is going to be Geekageddon. It's just all the fucking little fucking conspiracy theory people going, we want to know the truth. Yeah, so they're planning on storming Area 51, and the tagline on the thing, they're inviting people on the little fucking Facebook page or little group or whatever they've got, little geek group, with their little alien badges and dressed as a UFO or dressed as E.T. Storming Area 51, a fucking military base, by the way. It's not like they're going to be prepared. Even though you've given the date, 20th of September, you might catch them unawares. Fucking hell. The tagline on it was, people are fucking retarded these days, aren't they? Jesus. You know, we need to know the truth. All right, good luck to you. Storming a fucking American military base because they're not trigger happy. They're just itching to fucking shoot somebody over there. The tagline on it was, they can't stop all of us, they can. I'll tell you what, I'm making a prediction now. If you actually do storm it, I think they can literally stop all of you. They've got guns, missiles, drones, and heavy artillery. You know, what have you got? You know, going to every Comic-Con is no preparation for facing off a tank, I don't think. Your little alien badges and that sort of thing. That's all they're going to find of you. That's all that's going to survive. And your shoes, just some smoking shoes just left there. And a pile of fucking comics in your back pocket. That's all they're going to find. Some people are fucking idiots. I mean, obviously, it would be amazing. It would be. I've got that little thing inside me, the conspiracy theory thing. But don't you think, like, they're going to be prepared for that? You know, they're hiding something there. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just, like, designing new aircraft. Or, I don't know. But if they've got the bodies of the aliens in there, do you think it's just going to be like walking through the door? They go, oh, fucking hell, there's 1 million of you. We can't stop all of you. Come on in. Of course they're not going to do that. They're just going to, they're just going to mow you down if they have to, don't they? You know, people dressed as Batman and fucking the Hulk trying to break into Area 51. Ah, dear. More than 1 million of us. They can't. They've got more than 1 million bullets. I assure you. I want to see that so much, though. Just sit on a hill overlooking that with a packed lunch, just watching. Going, see, that's what you get. As people are just being mowed down by the fucking military. Jesus. People are fucking idiots these days. They really are. Like, they think, like, hey, man, it's power to the people. It's an exclusion zone round it. Whatever they've got in there, they don't want anyone to see. It's probably nothing anyway. It's probably nothing. It's probably the set from the moon landings. Oh, no. It's probably nothing. It's just filing cabinets. They've just got files on people. That's probably it. Or it's a big hoax. Like, that could be the thing. Everyone knows. It's meant to be a secretive area. Everybody knows about it. You know, you really think they're going to keep it there? I don't know. I don't think they're going to keep it there. I think they're just like, that could be something that takes your eye off the ball, and then the real weird shit is buried in Canada. I don't know. I know that's a different country, but they fucking own it, America anyway, don't they? No, they don't, Ben. We're a totally different company. Country. Jesus. Fucking hell, there's a Freudian slip. Yeah, so that made me laugh. That made me laugh today when I read that. Just like the positivity of that, of going, yeah, they can't stop all of us. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they think it's Vietnam. They're just going to be like the Viet Cong. It's all right, yeah. It's going to be all right unless you're at the front. For the leaders of that at the front, they're going to get taken out first. And then everybody, you just see a bit of blood splatter. The first person to be shot, 800,000 people instantly lose interest. There's bound to be 200,000 who are fucking off their head and mental or drunk or drugged up or something like that, or people who didn't see the first head explode when that fucking, like bullet goes straight through their temple. Oh, what was that? He's just collapsed down there. Anyway, onward. And then they just mow down the front row, and that's everything. That's everybody done. Oh, I don't know. People are weird, man. People are weird. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. They'll stop that, man. Just going to be like a shooting fucking gallery in the end, isn't it? Just a bit of target practice. Fucking hell. Jesus, look at all this that's coming up. I just thought it would be funny and get some thumbsy uppies on the internet. I'm not responsible if people actually decide to storm Area 51. The geezer's already palmed it off. But the Air Force isn't seeing the funny side. Area 51 is an open training range for the US Air Force. Well, you're going to get some training that day, guys. If everybody turns up, you're going to get a bit of target practice, try out a few new weapons, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area where we train American armed forces. Too fucking right. Jesus. All these middle-class white people who haven't got a fucking, who haven't got a march to go on that weekend, I imagine. It's going to be them. Some conspiracy theorists think the US government has information on alien life and UFOs that they are withholding from the general public. Well, you can see that because it'd be mental, wouldn't it? If aliens existed, it would kill every fucking religion in the world. Because, you know, like earlier, talking about that, like Jesus didn't say, and, you know, like it doesn't say in the Bible, does it? And on the seventh day, God didn't rest and he created aliens instead. That you're going to find out about in the future at some point. Ah, fucking hell. People are fucking idiots, man. They're never going to tell us anyway, are they? They're never going to fucking tell us. Would you tell, like, there'd be like pandemonium if an alien just fucking, you know, 1 million people turn up and an alien just strolls out of Area 51. How you doing? You all right? How's it going? Fucking hell. They never tell us shit anyway, do they? You know, they only tell us what we need to know. When they poison the water and all that sort of thing, they're never, you know, like, when there's no oil left at all, and we've used up all the oil for stuff, they're never going to tell us that. They're never going to tell us they can't use our cars. They'll just fade it all out. They're never going to tell us when the water runs out, or when the fucking, like, you know, when the icebergs, like, melt and everyone's about to get flooded, you'll get a 2-minute warning. That'll be it. And anyone who survives, they'll just be ground into creating a new culture. I don't know. I'm sounding like I've got conspiracy theories going on now. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, to be perfectly honest. All I know is, if that happens in Area 51, a lot of people, oh man, the closest place that makes coffins is going to make a fucking killing there. I'd open up Area 51 coffin manufacturing company and just set it up and get ready for the fucking rush that's going to be on after that. Jesus, man, what we at? We're at 27 fucking minutes. Jesus, and I'm just ducking under the tape right now. What time is it? It's about 11 o'clock. Well, people of the world, that is pretty much episode 2021. Fucking hell, it's cracking on, man. Let's have a look. 28 minutes now. I've got to make it to half an hour. I'm just rambling on a little bit now. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, yeah. This is what I was going to talk about. Virgin stopped selling captive whale and dolphin experience. Virgin Holidays says it has stopped selling tickets to captive whale and dolphin experiences such as SeaWorld. About time. The firm said it had culled the last 5 such attractions it promoted, which accounted for more than 20,000 tickets sold last year. Yeah, because they're fucking cunts. That's why. Isn't it? That's why. Fucking SeaWorld's an awful, awful fucking place. It's like a concentration camp for fucking porpoises. Isn't it? Like, you get those whales in there. That's why they go fucking mental every now and again. Because, and rip a fucking trainer's head off. Because they go fucking mental. Good old fucking Richard Branson of the pickle fame. That's not true. That's not true, is it? Virgin said it's been working towards its goal since 2014. Why didn't you just cut it out instantly when it sold tickets to about 20 captive whale and dolphin experiences? Did they fucking just, like, peter them out every now and again? We're going to do 15 this year. This is still a captive whale and dolphin experience, but they're giving us a backhander, so we'll use the money. Virgin are fucking making money out of that anyway, but clearly not anymore. So this could be the end, people. Could it be the end? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll just we'll get to a place where they've got holograms or something like that. There was some sort of hologram. That's what they've started doing now. People who are fucking dead. They're setting them up as... Oh, what was that? I think it was someone like Buddy Holly or someone like that. They did a hologram show of him. Just let the man rest in peace, for fuck's sake. Like them porpoises and them whales. That's what they do now. They put a hologram of somebody up there and charge tickets to that. Jesus. It's. I know everybody says it's a bit Black Mirror, but that's fucking weird. That is weird, seeing a hologram of a dead man playing in front of you. Who would, who would buy a ticket for that? People bought tickets for that as well. You could just watch. Surely you could just Google Buddy Holly or whatever on YouTube. What are they going to do as a finale? Just reenact the fucking plane crash? You could do that with a hologram. He's just waving like that and you just hear... And then as everybody walks out the theatre, there's a big fucking fireworks explosion behind the stage. That's the way I'd do it. I'd pay for fucking tickets to see that, definitely. And throw a few whales in there in the background, just doing a few tricks as the plane's coming down. A few little dolphins just skimming along the surface on their tail for a fish at the back. I don't know, man. I've chatted shit on this episode. 31 minutes. We made it. If you like this, you can subscribe on Podbean and my YouTube channel. You can get to that. There'll be more videos up there at the end of this week. You can get through that through my website, which is www.benbriggs.co.uk. If you want to like the Facebook page for this podcast, it is at the Ben Briggs Podcast. I'll be back on Saturday, people, with another riveting, exciting, and possibly less hairy armpitted episode. So have a good week, and I'll check back in with you then. Cheers, guys.